We are back. Hey, we finna go ahead and get into it. Y'all remember on Love Don't Cost a Thing where he was talking about where's Alvin? He was like, oh yeah, Pool Man. He said Pool Boy, Aquaman. You feel me? Now, as I said, you know, I'm a water sign, so you know, we all, you know, what is the body mostly made up of? Water. You feel me? What is the world mostly made up of? Water. You feel me? So we finna go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? We finna go ahead and get into it. I'm finna show y'all something right quick. Now, Spiritual Bert, where are my Aquaman, my Aquaman fans at? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? When we talking about the spiritual realm, right? Some of us are really connected to water. As melanated beings, we are all connected to water. You know what I'm saying? Because we are tropical. You feel me? We are literally tropical, so we have connections to the water. You understand me? And also the sea animals in the water. You feel me? Like real talk, real talk. You know what I'm saying? You know how like in what was it, like in SpongeBob with the where he drew that circle and the bear couldn't even come, like the bear couldn't come in the circle, the sea bear couldn't come in the circle. That's sort of like a force field. You feel me? That's like a force field around SpongeBob and Patrick. It's sort of like that. You gotta think outside the box, man. You gotta think with your third eye, like not with your physical eyes. But if you combine your physical eyes with your third eye, then you will be able to see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think on the spiritual level when I'm speaking. So this is what it is. You feel me? You finna watch this right quick. You know what I'm saying? This is really what it is. This is really what it is. So I'm finna play this right quick.
Now today we have better maps of Mars than we do of our own sea. Boys, stop.
What's yours?
And it's so crazy because he's talking to the fish. You feel me? Like he is literally talking to the sea animals. You feel me? Like some people are really connected like that. I remember when I was younger, right? We had a fish tank in the kitchen. And like I didn't have no like pets or anything like that, so like the only thing I had was like a goldfish, you know what I'm saying? And I would literally like sit there and like talk to the goldfish or whatever. You feel me? Like that's for real. Sometimes you gotta go back and think about how you operated as a child in order to have an imagination, you know, in order to keep your imagination as you get older, because that imagination feeds your childlike side of you, even though you are an adult. And you know, this is a message for the adults out there. You know what I'm saying? God wouldn't be able to create this world that we live in without imagination. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I realized as I grew up. Whenever I graduated high school, right? Like when I graduated high school, I feel like out of all those years, I feel like my imagination started kind of like dwindling, right? It started dwindling. My creativity started dwindling because of adult thinking being pressed so hard, like, you know, being suppressed or oppressed. You feel me? Like real talk. That's really what it is. Like that's how come we act like, you know, we enjoy life and we having fun, but in reality sometimes that child that's inside of you, you feel me, is kind of like screaming out to like feed it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like because of the fact of how much suppression how much suppression that has been put on imagination as in a grown person, and how much is like, oh, you just childish or whatever like that. Sometimes you gotta feed that younger self. Sometimes you gotta feed that younger self, or you won't be able to reach like true happiness within. You feel me? Because even though you grown, there's still that child inside of you within that is like needing your attention as well. You feel me? When it comes to creativity, imagination, when it comes to just any type of work you do and enjoying that, you feel me?
Arthur is talking to the fish. Such a freak, Arthur.
And they was bullying, they was bullying my boy, like that's so, like, I hate bullies, bro. Like, I really hate bullies. Like, I grew up and I was bullied a lot. Like, I was bullied a lot as a kid just for being different. It's more I'm gonna talk about on that one. There's more I'm gonna be talking about on that. You saw how that shark wasn't playing. That shark wasn't playing, bro. Oh God. Trying to tell you. He protected. You know what I'm saying? We gotta realize that God created all walks of life in the water and outside of the water. You feel me? Like, the way we work, we have an animalistic nature, but we're also humans as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a such thing as, like, you know how they have like spirit animals and stuff like that. Everybody has their spirit animals. Everybody has their connections to the water and also on the land as well. You know what I'm saying? That can go deep. I can go deep with that, but we not even finna go that deep. But we finna go to the cartoon Aquaman. Y'all remember the cartoon Aquaman? Okay. This was even deeper when I would like really think back on Aquaman, right?
AQUAMAN, swift and powerful monarch of the ocean, with ability to
You see that? That was like a frequency. Like, he was sending out a frequency. But also, the animals can, like, it's like a telepathic communication. Like, certain animals, certain sea animals are really smart. They're really smart. You feel me? You think they wouldn't understand what you're doing or what you saying or anything like that, but in reality, they're really smart. They know what you're doing and what you're saying. They know how they can telepathically communicate with you, especially in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. This is like real life. People think, oh, you out here talking to fish and shit. And I'm like, nah, bro, this is for real, bro. When whatever you connected to is what you really connected to spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Mind, body, and soul. For real. This ain't no joke. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see how he connected with the animals? The sea animals? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real.
Cheers of the deep, AQUAMAN. With a teenage ally, AQUAMAN guards and defends all that lives in the seas against the forces of evil. AQUAMAN, king of the seven seas.
You feel me? You feel me? Like, this is for real. This is for real. But now, now I hate that I gotta do this, but you know I gotta do it. When I get these messages from God, I gotta put them out. Now we finna go dark a little bit, but this is one of the signs that I had gotten to talk about, right? We got my universe video, right? You see the V in the corner, on the left side corner, you got the VHS tape, right? You got the VHS tape, the VHS, you know what I'm saying? The old VHS, right? I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie VHS, but y'all need to look it up. There's 3 of them. There's VHS 1, VHS 2, and then VHS Viral, right? This skateboard clip that I found, I'm gonna show y'all this clip, right? It's wild, bro. I'm gonna show y'all this clip, right? And I remember watching this movie when I was a little bit younger, and I didn't understand it at that time. I didn't understand it at the time. I kind of knew what was going on, what was up. This made me realize, like, how far certain groups will go to try to, like, control things and do weird rituals for like the wrong purposes and stuff like that, to try to control people's lives, try to control kids' lives, try to spiritually deplete people that are innocent souls on God's green earth. You feel me? Like, it's for real. This ain't no joke, man. Like, I have to really like show y'all. And then what made me I get signs from above and below. You feel me? When it comes to my understanding that I am a medium, meaning that I get signs of all types of kinds. Rest in peace, Aaron Rainwater, because like me and him back in the day, I used to skateboard. He used to be on a BMX bike, right? He used to be on a BMX bike. I used to be skateboarding. And then we used to skateboard all around town, like especially near the post office. Like we used to be like skateboarding near the post office. That's how I know about certain things when it comes to that mail that I was supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? It was probably forwarded or something, you know, you get what I'm saying? This is like in me intuitively just knowing these things. And hey, people be mad at me because I figured a lot of things out that was actual, like people lying to my face and acting like they like me, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. Gang stalking, being illegally monitored. Like I'm still being illegally monitored because of the reason, because I know the truth. That's the only reason why this is happening to me. And my life will go back to normal. I promise you that. My life will go back to normal. And we not finna have this, because like at the end of the day, I'm just giving out game and I'm just showing y'all the signs. I'm just doing God's work. You feel me? To show y'all the truth about real stuff. This ain't about like, this ain't even about like 607 Unc and what he be talking about or nothing like that. This is real life things that has really happened, not only in my life, but in other people's lives as well. You get what I'm saying? So this is not a joke, bruh. Some people really don't want nobody to get over like certain levels because of the fact that people have already did wrong, so they don't want you to figure things out. You get what I'm saying? They want to keep things stagnant. They want to keep things. It's more of like a spiritual war on things. It's like that dark versus light type thing. But the difference is between dark and light, I bring the dark to the light. That's the problem that people don't like. Some people already know, some people don't get it, but like it's a lot of people that do need to understand, you feel me? Now you can go watch this clip, go watch it, all the VHSs, VHS 1, 2, and 3. But the third one shows a lot, and the mainly all of them speak on truths. All I can say is every movie, cartoon, all that has some truth to it, because the story had to come from somewhere. All of it's not made up. Most of it's just tweaked a little bit, you know what I'm saying, for entertainment purposes. But certain movies and certain things has happened to real people in real life, and it applies. You feel me? So you see that? You see what he did? See, he did that by accident. He did that by accident. Now, if you seen what was on the ground, you feel me? Y'all see that? Y'all see what's on the ground right there? Y'all see that? And then look what happens after he do that. You see what I'm saying? He did that by accident. But y'all go to this clip, just look up VHS viral clip, right? Skateboard. Now, if you go look through my channel, right, you know what I'm saying, you'll see a skateboard in my video. I have, you know, this history behind certain things, you feel me? And I remember when let's go back to the bullying thing, right? When I was younger, I used to like, you see, since I always loved skateboarding ever since I was young. I was just always fascinated. by skateboarding. So yeah, I skateboard, but I also love like snowboarding and stuff too. I never snowboarded in my whole life, but I love like skateboarding, so I'm automatically gonna love snowboarding as well. You feel me? And then this goes back to another thing that I got another download when it comes to like AQUAMAN, right? The aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about this when it comes to Antarctica, right? When it comes to Antarctica, right? It's ice. We don't be thinking about, sometimes we just be thinking about oceans and stuff like that, but we forget that like Antarctica and stuff like that, that's ice, but it probably, you know what I'm saying, it used to be an ocean. You feel me? That means that there's probably something under that ice. There's a lot to it. It's probably things up under that ice that we have never ever seen in our lives. You feel me? This ain't no conspiracy theory thing. They got some stuff over there. You feel me? I'm already knowing. And then don't think that us as melanated beings ain't connected to people that used to be over there as well. Like, I'm already knowing, like, the connection to certain things go deep past before any of us existed. So you have to think like that as well. Now, this is another thing that I'm finna show y'all. You got VHS 2, mass suicide. This plays on like another thing too. I'm not gonna play this clip. I'm not gonna play this video because it's real. It's like real gore. It's real gore. I'm not gonna play it. But y'all look this up yourselves. It's VHS 2. This was on the VHS 2 movie. And it had a lot to do with some real gore, deep satanic type. You feel me? And I'm already knowing stuff I have watched, like, and read and like looked at and researched that this is for real. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. Like, look, okay. It was, let me find that one comment that I seen. See, one of these cults who think the devil is good and they think killing themselves will make them be cleansed from their sins they did in their lives. You feel me? Like, it's wild, bruh. Hold on. It says, so I watched this after learning about Jonestown and Heaven's Gate and a bunch of other religious cults. Back then I was freaked out by the possibility that one of them could actually accomplish their mission statement. You feel me? Like, that junk's crazy, bro. Like, this ain't just comments. This is stuff that really, like, based on something that happened for real. Didn't know that when I watched this the first time. You feel me? Didn't know this. But y'all gotta go back and watch this movie, VHS 2. And this was like it was like a school. I think, where was the school at? Does it have more? Like, does it have more? Okay, the full description on this. It says the search of a missing teen leads to two private investigators into a directly house littered with mysterious VHS tapes. In this sequel to the hit horror anthology VHS, as the detectives scan the videotapes in search of vital clues, what they find instead is a series of tales so shocking they are driven to the edge of madness. Genre specialists Simon Barrett, Adam Wingard, Jason Esner, Eduardo Sanchez, Greg Howe, Timo Tajajanto, and Gareth Evans lead viewers on a terrifying ride into a world where your worst nightmares come true. See, I grew up off horror movies, you feel me? So this doesn't really bother me too much, but I already know, like, based on what I have seen, that this is applied in real life, and it could apply to your life, and it also applies to mine on a multi-dimensional level, because we all simultaneously, the same structures, well, different structures, same timelines, different things that happen in our life, but similar, you feel me, in a certain way. But yeah, and the reason why I talk so proper like this it's because the fact that I want people to understand what I'm saying. See, some people think, oh, he's using his white voice. Like, that jump be so crazy, bro. There's people in my own town that be judging me because I'm not talking exactly how I would talk in real life. Because there's some people that watch my videos and they probably have to use the subtitles, and then I try to talk clear because some people use subtitles when it comes to watching my videos as well, you know what I'm saying? So you can read and see what I'm saying and it doesn't confuse you at all. So it's a lot to this. It's a lot to this. Now, when it goes back to me skateboarding, I remember when I was younger, when it comes to me, they talked about it was like, that's white boy shit. You feel me? And I'm like, so being smart and being intellectual and being a nice person is white boy shit, or being a good person is like being gay? Like, it's so wild how messed up people's minds is, because it's like, if you're not completely like hood or gangster or whatever, then you must be soft. Or if you ain't out here running around sticking your you know what and everything, then you must be like, you feel me, on that other side. And that junk be crazy, bro. Like, I don't understand how people's minds be like working, like when it comes to this stuff. Like, I already know people been attacking my emotional intelligence ever since I was a kid, bro. Because they already know I have extra sensory perception, meaning that I'm like extra sensitive. But that don't mean that you should just go and start trying to like mess with my emotions, because I already learned about emotional intelligence, so that will not work. You feel me? Like, this ain't no joke, bro. That's why I'm saying, like, I be really doing this, and I'm just exposing everything, bro. Go ahead and go to I'm pretty sure y'all probably watched AQUAMAN before, so that's gonna probably have a bunch of gems in it. Just use your spiritual eyes, not just your regular brain. You feel me? Use your third eye as well, so, you know, when you pick up on this thing. Because I be trying to give, for most people like that has lived like a life sort of like mine, you know, that tried to figure this out, you know, their mind, body, and soul. Everything is connected, you know, to back then. You feel me? And it can resonate now in modern life. They just have everything fabricated, misconstrued, confusion, and stuff like that, because based on like the media that they push out, that catches your eyes, that doesn't really do nothing. It's like brain rot type deal. I'm not saying that you can't watch nothing that just you know, that is funny or fun or whatever, but there's also a time where you can educate yourself on certain things so you can combat whatever spiritual warfare. I'm mainly talking to the spiritual community on things, because I already know some people are so deep in that they don't give a fuck. You feel me? They don't care. But there's really real people out here that's getting like emotionally abused, you feel me, based on the color of their skin, based on like how they operate, based on gaining knowledge, based on like knowing certain things. You feel me? That certain people feel like you should not know. You know, there's people out here calling me a snitch. I'm already knowing they're calling me a snitch or calling me a cop or whatever like that. All because I can pick up on energy from miles and miles and miles away. Not only close, but miles away. It's sad, bro. That like, and then I can pick up on when somebody else is playing in my energy, and I usually know exactly who it is, because I'll get a sign of who it exactly is. And that's funny too, because it's like I'm knowing it, but I don't be tripping. Y'all, like, they came messing with me. You feel me? They came messing with me. They came for my life. You know what I'm saying? And all I ever, as I said, all I ever was just good to people. You feel me? I was always like a funny, go-lucky type person, you know what I'm saying? Always smiling, you feel me? even like on the times where I didn't even know who I was or what my purpose was or anything like that, I still kept pushing. You feel me? Like it's everything that has ever happened to me has literally just motivated me to just keep going. Everything. Like everything I learned, like everything that has happened to me, from the bullying to me being alone, to me being around certain people, to me having conversations with people about like their deceased loved ones and stuff like that, and just realizing how connected I really am to people that I have and then there's another connection too that I also remember. See, everybody has like either the same angels or like is connected to the same angels in an energetic way. Like just like Aaron Rainwater, rest in peace. Beans, rest in peace. Cause I remember Beans, he did a video with J-Bone, Pookie, Money, all of them, like back in the day, like, and I remember he was hitting them folks. He was hitting them folks like, and he was hitting it just like how I did on that walk-in video, the walked-in video by Bankroll Fresh that I did with back on my old channel. When I did that, I had the polo. I remember I had the polo boots on with the red American Eagle shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then Money was the one that recorded. But yeah, Money was the one that recorded that. And then like you see how the connection is with people and me and like my angels, my ancestors and stuff like that. That's like real. See, I just learned how to understand what was my voice and what like wasn't, you know. Just it's easy once you get a hold of it. Once you get a hold of it and it doesn't overwhelm you no more, because I already know that like I pick up on other people's energies, and yeah, it does get overwhelming sometimes, but at the same time I have emotional intelligence. I know what's up. You feel me? And I love everybody as a whole. That's the reason why I don't be mad at nobody for doing what they do. You feel me? Because like I have love for all walks of life, like all different people. Like I don't have no color, no hatred with other races or nothing like that, because we all can learn something from each other. You feel me? We can all learn something from each other. If you have good intentions, you a good person, you do good things, everything ain't gonna, you gotta have duality. So there's gonna be some bad things about you, but that shouldn't determine who you are as a person. So if you do more good than you do bad, you mainly good, because God already knows that we not perfect. You feel me? We still have, you know, a life to live. Even if you've been disowned or just been treated wrong all your life, or just been misunderstood by like a lot of groups of people and stuff like that, that don't mean that you stop being you and stop being a good person or being more cold-hearted. I understand keeping your guard up too, because I keep my guard up because I already know what's going on. You feel me? Like sometimes you just gotta stand on business on what you believe in. It's really about like the kids, for real, when it comes to the activities that people do to siphon their energy, because they have the purest energy of all. Where does it start at? It starts in a woman's stomach. You know what I'm saying? The essence, the pure, well, how could I say this? It makes a human. What comes out of you makes a human. You know how pure sexual energy is? It makes a human. It locks two souls together. You feel me? There's a such thing. That's why it's always that's why you gotta be careful who you engage with on them terms. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of cleansing you have to do between you and your partner. You feel me? When it comes to like that type of thing, if y'all both, you know, because there's such thing as trauma bonds, stuff like it, do your research. Do your research. It's a lot to it. Do your research. That's the reason why I am the way I am. Because I'm always waiting on my one. You feel me? I'm waiting on my one. I ain't really worried about like being out here just going crazy. I ain't worried about none of that. Cause we good over here this way, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my one. You feel me? Cause at least I know I'm clean out here and I ain't got nothing to worry about, and I can still, you know, proceed to get my bread and get my money and keep doing my thing and keep striving with my career. And I want to see y'all keep striving and keep raising y'all vibrations and keep going up and just getting smarter with yourselves. You feel me? And still being yourself, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with moderation, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with doing things that will elevate your mind and not deplete it. You feel me? So I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. We out.